What's up, everybody? It's Supersmallchibiwolf here, and today I'm going to be reviewing Angel Beats. This is a 13 episode anime series, and the first thing I want to talk about are the characters. Now, the characters were funny, lovable, and cool, and one thing I enjoy about the characters is that in certain episodes they kind of expand on the characters and give us more information about them. Now, the first character I want to talk about is Yuri. Yuri, she was a cool and small girl that was skilled in fighting, and she has an interesting backstory. She is the founder and the leader of Afterlife Battlefront. Yuri, I would say, is similar to how this is Mia in the ways of personality. You know, like how she leads her friends and how she, goes on with the tasks or missions that they are planning or planned. And I like that about her. You know, she's really cool and, fun to watch during these episodes. And one thing I would say also is that she's a great fighter, and the fight scenes is really cool as well. Also, I would also compare it to Misato from Neon Genesis Evangelion in the way of being a great leader. Now, the next character I want to talk about is Yuzuru. He was a nice and chill guy that was more there for the fun and the enjoyment with his friends, comparing him to other protagonists, for example, Tomoya from Clan Ad or Kyon from High Suzumiya. He isn't as, I would say, interesting and cool in their level, but for Angel Beats, I'd say he really is a good character and really does fit well. Now, one thing I would say is that even though he does do good, I wouldn't say he's like the best example of a protagonist. Right there. Like, don't get me wrong. Like, I'm not trying to hate on him, but to be honest, comparing it to other characters, and this is a thing that kind of came to my mind while watching certain episodes or certain moments. But in my opinion, all out, I think he's a good guy, good character within Angel Beats. But when we go into details, I'd say that's how I truly feel. But besides that, I say he's a character with an interesting backstory, and I enjoyed learning more about him as well, and seeing him throughout these adventures and creating great moments. Also, I'd say I like Yuzuru, and he has some great moments within Angel Beats. So, yeah, he's not. I wouldn't say he's a bad character. He just could have improved and become something more. So maybe in the future, if Angel Beats has like a second season or something, I hope that he has more improvement and kind of is something more than what he is here. So the next character I want to talk about is Angel. Angel, she was similar to Yuki Nagato or Rei Ayanami in the way of, or also Mai Misaki, in the way of being a quiet, spoken in a softer tone than the other characters, or doesn't speak a lot. She was one of those characters, which is not a bad thing. I like those types of characters. Besides that, I think she's a really great fighter, man. I loved her fight scenes. She was an interesting girl, and she has some cool abilities, like manipulating the type of blade that she has, that she can summon on her arm. And I think that was cool. And not just a blade, she could use like different weapons and, has different abilities. And I'd say when it comes down to fighting, she was really cool, and I enjoyed her fight scenes. It was me. Don't get me wrong, I loved all the fight scenes in Angel Beats, but when it came down to, like, which individual character had the best fight scenes, I'd say Angel, showing all of her abilities, powers, and what she's capable of, was really cool. I liked her story throughout Angel Beats. It has a great development and a few changes, which it makes, Angel Beats a really good and fun, and her as well as a character. And, not to spoil anything, but later on, they kind of touch on a little bit more of her backstory or how she is as a person. So I'm going to leave that there. So next character I want to talk about, and the last character I want to talk about, is Yui. Yes, I love Yui, man. Yo, let me say this. Yui, she was a funny and cute girl that was talented in playing guitar and singing, but isn't so good at doing both at the same time. She was one of the cutest designs within Angel Beats, in my opinion. She has like this hyper and excited, personality, and it's really cool. I like those types of characters that's like, hyped up and happy and just all out excited. And then in other ways, they kind of are like funny and just all out great. I love those types of characters. and Yui's an example of that. Now, another thing I would say also is that I love that she has like this funny rivalry between Hard and that's a Hideki. You know, they were shipped towards the end of Angel Beats are handled well, and it was just all out a really great experience. You know, seeing, you know, all these characters in general, you know, kind of going through these episodes, and it was really fun. You know, Angel Beats, I'd say one thing they do really good is their characters. Now, but I'd also say this, besides the characters I named, the other characters they were good, but they were good as a side character, you know, supporting. Besides that, that's all they are, in my opinion. You know, yeah. The characters I named are the ones I loved the most. So the next thing I want to talk about is the story. The story starts with Yuzuru waking up and he notices Yuri. Yuri lets Yuzuru know her mission and that she is a part of not yet dead Battlefront and asks if Yuzuru can join. After Yuri spots the enemy Angel and lets Yuzuru know that she is the enemy. Then her and her friends, what was it? No. Then Yuzuru offers that he will go down and kind of have a little talk with her, which results in Yui getting surprised and mad at Yuzuru and admits that she is just so. And as he goes down, she admits to him that they were just messing around with him. After having a discussion with Angel, he kind of gets more information about the world that he lives in. For example, like how there's no hospitals in the world of Angel Beats, and how. So after kind of talking with Angel and having a type of interaction with her, he ends up getting involved in some type of fight, which results in him waking up later on in a hospital bed. And there he meets other members of uh, Angel Beats. And yeah, later on he meets all the other members of Afterlife Battlefront, and they kind of form a team. He kind of becomes a part of them, and they kind of all work together to take down Angel and kind of bring peace to everywhere. Also, one thing I enjoy about Angel Beats' story is that throughout the story they kind of they have like this band, right? And it's used to, for example, distract everyone else while they do their missions. And that's the thing I enjoy about Angel Beats. You know, so story wise, I'd say it's really cool and interesting. And one of my favorite things on Angel Beats. Also, one of the biggest things, one of the things that I loved about Angel Beats is that, what was it? There's like, later on, what was it? They become like this J-pop band out of nowhere, and they use, what was it? But it's successful. For example, it's a really good idea because one of the things they try to do in one episode is try to get like little stamps to get like food so they could eat lunch, and then they, you know, throw on a concert and have like all these lights and nice show and all of that and have cool music, and then, you know, I don't want to spoil anything, but let me say it results in them succeeding on what they were trying to do at the moment. And I don't know, to me, it was one of those things that I wanted to bring up before I forget and not bring it up. So that's a really cool thing. So the last thing I want to talk about is that around, what was it, on episode 5, on the time period of 750, man, let me say, I love, you know, sometimes when I watch animes, I like to meet one of my friends that's a other huge fan of anime. And let me tell you, that was just funny. That was one of the moments that was like random and unexpected comedy and funny parts of Angel Beats. And, you know, just there's these moments, and let's say the, what was it, replay moments, I believe. Well, I'm going to call it that way, replay moments. And replay moments, for example, is, for example, what was it? Something crazy would happen, like character gets kicked on the head by another character, and then they will replay it. But as they replay the moment, it's like this funny song, like a sympathetic song, like a sad song, you know, like for example, if you know, you play a video game and then something happens and it's like do 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 do, or something like that, and then yeah, it's like, in my opinion, it's funny because number one, the song doesn't fit that type of thing, and number two, it's just It's just random. In my opinion, random stuff could be funny. Sometimes, it's like, but I think Angel Beats handles. I think Angel Beats handles the funny and weird comedy stuff is really good. And that's one of the moments that I wanted to bring up. Now, with that being that, I think Angel Beats is a really cool anime. The characters were really cool. I loved them. The story was interesting and fun. I enjoyed all the fight scenes and especially these moments, that I just talked about, where it's like, let's call it, the unexpected funny scenes of Angel Beats, uh, comedy beats. No, the replay comedy, unexpected comedy, something like that. So yeah, out of all, I'd say Angel Beats is a really cool anime, and if you didn't watch it, I recommend watching it. Now, I'd say the character-wise, really cool. Music, really cool. Story, really cool. I love Angel Beats. The animes that I recommend watching are, yeah, Kyokai Jazu no Takagi-san. Because, to be honest, yeah, that's also, I kind of, what was it, have similar feelings well, towards some characters in some moments. And that kind of reminded me, while watching certain moments, it kind of reminded me of Kyokai Jazu no Takagi-san. So I say I recommend that anime. And the next anime that I want to recommend is Squid Girl because yeah, she really cool as well. So with that being that, I'd say you know what, Angel Beats. Also, let me just say this: I wanted to wait till the end. Angel Beats is one of those animes that I had it on my list. I had it on my list since Sailor Moon days. Okay, I didn't want to put it in the beginning of the anime of the review because I kind of wanted to focus on the review first. But now that it's over, let me just say, yeah, I'm happy that I finally got to watch the review. Well, I did watch it before, to be honest. I just didn't review it, so it was good to finally let this go, you know. And to be honest, it was worth it. So besides those two, also, you know what? I'll also, what was it? Recommend two more animes because for this special event, Clannad and a Comic or Kill. You see, so far you got 4 recommendations. And with that being that, I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And until next time, bye. Now I want to talk about a spoiler real quick, so stay tuned for that, which starts now. So, now this is a spoiler for Angel Beats and a Kamiga Kill. Okay, so if you didn't want to, now maybe in the future I do which is better. So if you didn't see either of those animes, then please go. I don't want to spoil anything for you. Watch Kamiga Kill and watch Angel Beats. So if you're ready, let's continue on with the thing. Now, in my opinion, okay, if you did not watch Angel Beats, if you did, you know that Tatsumaki ends up with mine and that. And if you watched Angel Beats, Hideki and Yui kind of have a thing together towards the end as well. So, in my opinion, I believe, and the thing I kind of was thinking, this is the part kind of made me think, should I do which is better on these two just to bring up this one point eventually? Then I was like, maybe in the future because they do have. I was surprised that they do have similar things, and to be honest, really thinking about it now, I might do that in the future. But one thing I wanted to say is, besides that, is that sometimes some characters kind of reminded me of some characters of a Comic Kill, and that's pretty cool. And what was it recently? Seeing like a lot of funny memes of it and all that. So that's for a Comic Kill, and then not of Angel Beats. I didn't see a few of those. Maybe I need to look up more of those, memes of Angel Beats and those parodies. Those are usually funny. Also, right now the camera's just weird. But with that being that, I hope you enjoyed the video, and that's pretty much the only thing I wanted to talk about spoiler-wise. I hope you enjoyed the video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and until next time.